Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki and you're watching Nikki's Makeup. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions trying out the Revolution Forever Flawless Dynamic Eternal palette. Now I know this is not a new palette, but for me it is. And can we just talk about the packaging for a moment? I mean, we have to talk about the packaging. For those of you who know me, you know I'm a sucker for packaging. I admit to it. And the packaging here is just absolutely adorable. I think it's stunning. I like how compact this palette is. You need to go away for the weekend or just to work. You can just throw this palette into your handbag and go. Anyways, I'm going to stop going on about the packaging because I could just go on about that all day long. So, this is what she looks like. I did buy this in South Africa when I was there 2 weeks ago, and the only shade I used when I first bought this was, of course, that glitter shade, and let me just tell you, she's stunning. It is very pigmented, messy, yes, very messy, major fallout. But this is my first time working with glitter, so I need to find out a better way to use the glitter so that it doesn't like fall out everywhere. But I'm really excited today to try out the rest of these shades. Don't know what I'm going to be doing yet, but we're just going to go with the flow. We're just going to figure it out as we go. So first thing I am doing, so I already did some skincare. I put some eye cream on, and I'm kind of letting that sit in for a little bit. For my eyes, I did use the Herbivore Moon Dew. And I also used a little bit of the sample from Murad. It's Targeted Wrinkle Corrector, so I did apply that on those stubborn wrinkles. So while I let that kind of sit in and dry a little bit, I'm going to grab some of my stuff to do my brows. I'll be right back. Ooh, my camera moved. Alright, so I have a brush, and I have my wild brow that I use on my brows. I'm just going to kind of brush up. I know this is very probably considered old school, but you know, if it works, why not? Okay, let's take some of this. And we gotta get my hair out of the way and hope that it stays. There we go. I like to just brush my brow hairs up. Like that. I'm gonna get some more product. I mean, this Wild Brow, this e.l.f. Wild Brow, I've been using it for quite some time. So I know it's nearly done. I will get some more for sure because I actually kind of want to try a different brow gel. Something other than e.l.f. Unless I'm sure there's something new out there by e.l.f. So I will try something else. That's all I'm going to do because there's not much product left in this. So let's start our eye look. I'm going to use some of my Maybelline New York Instant Anti-Age Eraser in shade 07. And I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to blend this together. I'm trying to keep this video to 10 minutes because, as most of you know, I can talk and this will end up being over 20. Give me one moment. I have a brush. I'm going to be using the Luxy brush. It's the 231 small tapered blending brush. And there is some brown neutral colors, but I really don't want to do a brown neutral color. I want to do something a little bit more colorful. So I think what I'm going to do, and I don't know how this is going to turn out, I want to start off with this color here. There's no names of the shades. No. There's no names of the shades. Okay. So we're going to use this one right here. And I'm just going to grab some of the product. Am I crazy for doing a bold color first? No. Wow, that's like not really showing up. I'm just gonna grab some more here. Alright, we're gonna give this the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna go in and just kind of get some more of that shadow on the brush. I'm gonna really get in there. What I'm seeing right now is that this is not really that pigmented, but I'm gonna work on trying to build it up. Give me one moment. I'm gonna try to do this off camera so I can do this a little bit faster. So what I did is I just had to put a little tape on my eyes here. I've been working at trying to build up the shade for the last few minutes, and to be honest, I'm not having any success. So I'm going to try it one more time. I mean, I've done this 6 times already. You can see it a little bit, but not impressed with this shade so far. I think I might go in and try something. I'm going to just kind of blend a little bit. I'm going to try another shade. So give me a moment. Alright, so I'm going to try out this shade right here. It's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to go over this area here. I do feel like this shade is a little bit more pigmented. It's kind of showing up. I'm just going over the same area. And for this shade, I'll try to swatch it for you. That's it right there. So that shows up a little bit better. As to this shade here. On my hand, the other shade does show up, but feels like on my eyes, it's not really showing up all that great. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm gonna grab another brush, and I want to go into this kind of gold shade right here. So I'm just gonna grab another brush. Instead of doing a brush, I'm just gonna go use my finger. It's a really pretty gold. If I can show you here, right there. No, is that it? Yeah, right there. That's the shade. Next, actually, let me try to do it somewhere else. I don't know if you can see that. So, I don't know if this is a good idea that I'm using my finger, but we're just going to go for it. And I want to put on my lid here. That's pigmented. I don't know if it really is going to go with my look. I guess it could. So let's go ahead and put some on the other eye. Definitely pigmented. It's really easy to work with. It goes on, and you know you can build that up to your liking. So I'm just taking a little bit more of that gold. And I'm going to take a little bit more. And I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to grab a brush. Now what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of this shade right here. I wish these had names. They might do. There's like a little slip that went over this, and the names might be there. I'll have to check. I'm going to use a little bit of this on my brow bone. It's not looking bad. I am actually liking the eye look so far. Wasn't so sure that that gold look would actually go with other 2 shades I use, but I am liking it a lot. I do need to look into the mirror. And I want to go in, and I know this shadow that I'm about to do, it's probably not going to go with this look, but you know what, for the fun of it, we're just going to go in with this color right here. I need to grab another brush to use that. Okay, I am a little nervous to use this shade because it's really, 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 really pink. And this could just destroy the whole eye look that I just did. But we're just going to put a little bit. Let me swatch a little bit of this on the other hand. It's not that pigmented, but I mean, you can see it, but that's why I'm just going to try it. I mean, what harm could it do here? I really, 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 I really want to go into that. Don't know. I'm going to do a little touching up with, I'm going to go on with a little bit of this shade here, because the only other shade that I won't be using today, there are only 2 shades I won't be using, is this one here and that one. But the rest, why not? Let's just do it. So I'm just going to go into this shade right here. And kind of let's do this. I'll be right back. I just realized we're already at like past 11 minutes. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I don't think I need it anymore. So now I'll fix this here. So what I did is, because I really want to use this glitter. So the past few times I've used the glitter shades in this palette and the other 2, I think there are 2 palettes both have glitter. I know one of them does. I think the Affinity, the Forever Flawless Affinity palette definitely has glitter. The Birds of Paradise, I think also has, but I could be wrong. But every time I've been using the glitter, it's been going everywhere. So I just applied a little bit of concealer to my lid and applied the glitter that way. So we're going to do a little bit on my lid here. And I haven't really checked thoroughly, but oh yeah, I haven't noticed any fallout. So I'm just going to use very light touch, because there's the glitter. I'm going to do a little bit more. But I just noticed that using like concealer actually gets the glitter to stick and stay put. I mean, okay, I have like a tiniest bit of fallout, but it's not as bad as it was. I'm just going to finish up, do a little underneath my eye and the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back to share the final look and my thoughts on this palette. Give me one moment. Okay, I just finished the rest of my makeup. I just need to do a little lipstick, and I'm going to be using the Gata lipstick in the shade Uber Beige. I really need to go and start buying some more lipsticks because these need to go soon. And I would be normally using a lip liner, but I don't really have one for this particular lipstick. Okay, had to make sure I didn't have any lipstick on my teeth. Okay, so this is my makeup look. Let me just grab the palette. So this is my makeup look. I am really loving the way the whole eye look turned out. Let me just show you, and then I'll just kind of give you my thoughts on some of the shades in this palette. It's a really stunning look. I really like the idea that I got to use the glitter shade in this palette, and I am going to be looking for a glitter glue, because a lot of people have like messaged me and told me that you need to use glue for special glitter glue. I need to take a sip of my Diet Coke. There's like glue you can use for the glitter. So I'm going to be looking for some. If you have any good recommendations, please comment down below. Let me know. I don't care what brand it is. Just if you have a good recommendation for a really good glitter glue that's not going to irritate the eyes, I would love to hear from you. So, I do really like the look a lot. Let me just give you another look. And I'm so happy I got to use that glitter. Okay, let's talk about this. I have an issue with this shade right here. When swatched, it really shows up and looks pigmented on the eyes, and I really sat and tried to build up that shade for a good few minutes. And it really was difficult to work with. It wasn't building up. I don't know if you can see. It didn't build up that easily. So that's the only shade that I'm really not impressed with. I don't really like it, but I'll still use it. Everything else, the only two shades I didn't use, and I did mention this earlier, was this one here and this brown. I used everything else besides those two shades. It's a stunning palette, and I definitely recommend that if you can find this, and I will try to see if I can find it on Amazon. If I can, I'll link it down below. I do suggest you having this palette in your life. And yes, even though that one little shade gave me a lot of problems, I still recommend this palette. And maybe there's I don't know, maybe if I sat and maybe wet the brush, it would have gone on and it would have showed up a little bit more. It would have been more pigmented. I will have to try that next time. But I do like this palette a lot. Out of the three, because I bought the Birds of Paradise and the Affinity. My favorite one out of the three is the Birds of Paradise because it is a really colorful palette. This is probably my third favorite, least favorite out of the three. And there's nothing bad about this palette. It's just the other two, the Affinity and the Birds of Paradise, just have there's more favorites of mine. I mean, the Birds of Paradise, I mean, come on, those colors are absolutely amazing. But yes, I do like this. I do recommend purchasing it. And I mean, come on, it's compact, it's cute. Just in your bag and you can go. All right, let me just share with you really quickly, because oh my god, we're at 17 minutes, almost 18. Okay, really quickly, I'm just going to share the Catrice HD Liquid Foundation in light beige. And I used the Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful. If you want to know all the other products I use, be sure to check out my description. Really quickly, for my mascara, of course I use the Essence Another Volume Mascara, just better. Everything else you'll see in my description. Later I'll share some photos of this look. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.